This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories. And welcome to my review of What If Episode 5, Zombies, but also it's going to double as a quick look at the minifigures from it. I got double Spider-Man, so I can look at two of them. So first we have, let's take a look at the Spider-Man first. And this is him with the mask off, which he's like for most of the episode. This is probably the most accurate version of the figure. And, well, there will be spoilers, but saying he has the mask off for most of it isn't that big of a spoiler. I'm looking at the backside of his head. It has a smile, and he is smiling for most of the episode because, as you said, well, you'll see when I get to the review, there will be no spoilers for the, besides little minor ones, for the, at least the Lego portion. And here's what he looks like with the Cloak of Levitation on. And look at the back side. He has, we've already seen his back. And finally, the zombie Captain America is over here. Look at his backside, it's pretty detailed. He also has this awesome destroyed shield. And finally, you could see his head over here. And yeah, these are really cool figures. I also got the Captain Carter one. I just wanted to go over these since I'm doing the zombies episode today, and I thought it was a few weeks away, but it wasn't. And just to quickly say without spoilers, this is the best one yet. And I don't know if anything's going to top this. And now I'm going to go, well, quickly have breakfast and then record it and then go to class. So maybe a little bit of a break, but see you in a minute. And I'm back. So just quickly say I will do a full review of the minifigure series eventually, once I get them all. But let's go to this What If episode. And as I said, oh, this is the best one. Also, there's full spoilers from here on out. So let's go into this. So we start off seeing Bruce Banner returning into the events of Infinity War. And from here, he goes and basically causes the apocalypse. While he comes into the apocalypse, he notices that the streets of New York are empty. He gets clothes from the sanctum, goes outside, seeing that there's no one there. He's wondering what's going on, and he sees that Ebony Maw and I believe Coal Obsidian arrive, and of course they're acting normal, but here some crazy stuff is happening, and we hear, stuff like "Hear me" and "Rejoice," and then he's attacked by the Avengers, but they are zombies, and this leads to such a crazy episode. And yeah, I loved this. It was so great. We looked at our survivors. I believe it included, well, now it includes Spider-Man, the Wasp, now Hulk, Bucky Barnes, Sharon Carter, Happy Hogan, that one guy from Ant-Man. I'm pretty sure I got everyone, but I don't have too much time to check because I do have class soon. And, well, with it, they go and try to get a cure and everything. They learn there's a cure eventually and are going to go and get it, but to do so they have to go to Grand Central Station to get a train so they can take there, and there they lose Happy and kill off one of the zombies, and on the train, they lose Sharon, and Bucky kills Captain America. The zombie Captain America, at least, since you already know that is there since he's in the trailers and I had the minifigure reviewed earlier. And with the rest of it, yeah, I just had so much fun with it. And continuing on, what else do I have to say? So then they on the train they also have to fight Zombie Sharon, who infects Hope, and she goes and sacrifices herself, which of course came back to bite them since she was still giant when she was transformed. Oh, also, I almost forgot to say the cause of the zombie virus is from Ant-Man the Wasp, which we learn happens 2 weeks before Infinity War, and that was really cool to see. And it was Janet got the virus in the quantum realm, and now they go to Camp Lehigh, where Vision is, and he is, I believe, like in the Marvel Comics, using parts of Black Panther to feed the zombie, and instead of the zombie being, I believe it was Hank Pym in the comics. I think I read them once, but it was such a long time ago. I just remember that. I think I saw it in a video also. I don't actually own it, I think. Someone got it from like the library and I checked it out before. I read it also before they returned it. But I thought it was so cool. And he was trying to feed Wanda so she wouldn't attack, and well, because he wanted to go and Zelda, he created a cure, but it was not powerful enough to cure Wanda, probably because of her chaos magic, and well, things just kept getting better and better while watching. We get to a point where things, start to change. We see everything going on, and well, they all start to get killed off, and it's only left to the, well, saved Scott Lang, Peter Parker, and Black Panther. They're flying to Wakanda, and we learn that a zombie Thanos is waiting for them there, and that the universe is now likely doomed, since he now has all the stones besides the Mind Stone and is waiting to retrieve the Mind Stone from them. Although I don't get how that would work, since the Mind Stone is what is something that hurts the zombies. And this was so interesting. Also, Vision ripped the Mind Stone out of his head because of the horrible things he did. Bruce Banner reconnects with the Hulk, and although we don't know if he dies because of the Hulk being really indestructible, it just gets so intense, and at least for now, if Thanos does get the gauntlet fulfilled and snaps the zombie virus everywhere in the universe, then no one is going to be safe. But if they do get the cure, the Avengers will be very small and limited, because there's a possibility that Thor, who likely has just finished Stormbreaker, will be arriving on Earth and could possibly hold off the zombie armies long enough for a cure to be made in Wakanda, since it still seems to be protected, and Thanos seems to be outside of it. So I think that's the only chance they have to save this universe. But if not, the universe is, well, doomed. And as I said, this is my favorite episode. I don't know how something's gonna top this. This is what I was looking forward to the most, and it was so interesting. but also now I know that the list I showed a few weeks ago was wrong, since that said this week was supposed to be Party Thor episode, but it was better. We had zombies. I'm so glad we got this. I think the only thing that could have made this better is if Tom Holland played Spider-Man, but that's really it. Also, one thing I almost forgot to mention, I mentioned it briefly in the Lego review, is Peter Parker was done really well, and the best part was, him saying that you should always have, a positive and good attitude, because that'll help carry on the people he's lost. And he also mentioned Uncle Ben for the first time in any MCU-related property, and that was big. Oh, and another part I loved I was forgot to mention is that the Quinjet made the sound the failing of the Millennium Falcon did in The Empire Strikes Back. That was a great Easter egg I saw. And it seems that Tony Stark had a sense of humor, or a greater sense of humor than we thought, if he put that in as the failing sound for the Quinjet. And it totally lived up to my expectations and beyond that. I was so excited for this, and I loved it. And really, I just cannot wait to see next week's episode. And I think I got really lucky that one, I decided to get the What If, so no of it of the Marvel minifigure series, and the fact that, well, I actually got the two from the What If Zombies episode right before this one came out. I literally got them, I think, last Saturday. So that's really it. I love this episode. I cannot wait for next week's episode. And I will see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.